Well, hello everyone, welcome to another planty video. It is me, Desiree, and I wasn't planning to film this video right now, which is why I already have on my around the house shirt, but I was just looking at this plant and thought, if I have to look at that plant for another day, I'm gonna throw it out. So I thought, let's film a little episode of fixing crusty plants. And today's crusty plant is the variegated lipstick plant. I mean, you can obviously tell this is a Costa Farms plant because they all end up looking like this. Every single hanging basket that I've ever bought, with the exception of pothos, every single one that I bought from Costa Farms ends up looking like this in just a short amount of time. More than half the plant, like well over half of the plant, will die, and then eventually the plant will end up in a little 4-inch pot, and then that's kind of it. So I'm never buying another one. I already talked about this in my anti-haul, but this is one that I do want to clean up because I would like to save the plant that's left here. I think I got too big of a pot though. I'm gonna go grab one smaller pot just to be on the safe side, and then we will get started. Okay, I found a nice crusty pot. Like, look at all this patina. It looks so good. So I might end up using that one because it's a lot smaller. But in these videos, I do like to check in with the plant that I featured in the previous crusty plants video. And that one was this spider plant, and it looks exactly the same now. It has gone back to its old ways, and it's all crusty again. I don't know what this plant wants. It just does not want to live in my house. I'm going to go through and pick out all the dead parts again and see if it'll do anything, but honestly I think I'm just going to keep this plant till it dies and I'm going to throw it away. The curly spider plant is just not for me, I think. So anyway, let's get started on this one. I have purchased one of these before, and this is all that's left of it. It's doing well in this pot, and it's actually grown quite a bit. It's not growing in variegated, which is fine with me. I mean, it's still a pretty plant. It's just going to be a regular lipstick plant now, which is cool. But this is what that plant started out with, so I'm kind of expecting this one to dwindle down all the way as well. I can't with these Costa Farms baskets anymore. They're just such poor quality. And even the ones I have taken out and tried to repot, they don't last. Like, I feel like they sell the plant for the look of it and you go, oh my God, I gotta get that. And then it's gonna die eventually. So then you gotta go back and get another one and you're constantly buying them. I don't know, is that just me? Anyway, I already talked about that in my anti-haul, so I'm not going to rant about it here, but let me fix the camera a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. That looks okay. I am going to start just by moving this junk out of the way. I'm going to start by kind of just cutting, oh look at that, just all these dead pieces. Let me grab my trash. And I kind of want to do a best of Costa Farms video because I feel like I'm always just talking trash about them. And I did a video too on all of the trending tropicals that I've purchased from Costa Farms and talked about whether or not I thought they were beginner friendly. And I really liked that video idea a lot, but I want to talk about some of the best Costa Farms purchases I've made because all I tend to talk about are the awful ones. But they do have some good plants and some stuff that's not in hanging baskets that I really enjoy and that I still have and love. I don't even think I might need these scissors. This stuff's just like cracking off like dead twigs. And I did go in and clean this up the other day. It was covered with dead foliage, little twigs everywhere. So I don't think there's going to be a lot to clean up here. But I'm going to try to break some of this stuff off first before I take it out of the pot. And it does really need a watering, so I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity to get this out of this pot and stop making my bookcase look so ugly. Okay, let's just dump it out. The lipstick plant tends to have like the leaves just fall off all the time just looking at it. So I'm gonna try not to disturb it too much, but oh my God, this soil is like, it's like I'm gonna have to peel it off like an old sponge. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know why I keep saying that lately. Oh my goodness gracious. I keep saying it to my boyfriend. And in my experience, even the other one that I did fix and save a little bit of it, a lot of it's still gonna die that I'm saving here, or I'm trying to save, just, I don't know, just the way that it grows. But you know what? I think I am gonna have to use the smaller pot. I'm gonna throw some soil in there. Let me dump out the soil that's in there first. I'm using the Fox Farm Ocean Forest, again, mixed with some orchid bark, because that's just what I like to do. I'm really enjoying this soil a lot. I really thought it wasn't going to be any different than Miracle-Gro, but it's different. Like even just the texture of it, the way that it looks and feels in your hand, it's very, very different. And it's fun. It's fun to kind of put your hands in it and mess with it. And it's fun to try out a different soil because, I don't know, it just is. So I'm just going to kind of lean them in the pot for now, and then I'll kind of bury them as I go. Oh my gosh, it's so dry. Dry and compacted like crazy. There's a really good piece there. There's a lot of roots in here, but I'm sure a lot of these roots are like attached to pieces that have already died. And normally I don't go out of my way to remove soil, especially when I'm repotting. I just kind of, whatever falls off, and I'll kind of like mush it a little bit. But I rarely go out of my way to take the soil off. But this one, I do want to kind of work out all these old pieces that aren't doing anything. There's like an old twig right here. But this piece looks really good. Well, I probably shouldn't have filled it up that much with soil. Jeez Louise. What was I thinking? I was just really excited about the soil, okay? All right, just gonna lean that right there. Oh yeah, for sure gonna use this smaller pot. These roots are tiny. Oh my God, stay still. Okay. Let's get this other crusty piece off of here. At least it's coming apart quite nicely. And this plant does have tiny little roots. Like look at this big piece right here, and look at this little tiny bit of roots that it has. It feels like I'm literally taking off a sponge, like like someone, I don't know, had an old sponge that's really, really compacted and hard, and that's what I'm taking off the plant. It's weird. Okay, I'm gonna put, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put these in this other pot, and then I filled the pot with too much soil. It's all a learning process here, you know? Okay, let's dump that back in there. It's too much. Just a little on the bottom. And let's continue on. Ugh, pull off that mushy leaf, but that one looks pretty good. It looks better already. It looks better already. That piece has a tiny little leaf growing on it. I'll just keep that whole piece there. Put that right there. We're almost done. That one just fell right out. Leave that there. This piece, that one doesn't look very good. But this looks like it's the last piece. There we go. All right, so let me scoot all this junk over, and let's get this pot here. And I'm gonna start placing the pieces in the pot. Most of them are probably gonna go towards the edge just because they're kind of heavy. Like they're really top heavy for the amount of roots they have, and they're kind of like wanting to pour out that way. So I'm going to kind of put them in here and then hold them hopefully, and then put the soil around it. I remember that's what I had to do with that other little one that I had there, just because it's very, very top heavy plant. Just going to kind of arrange it around the edges. Hopefully it'll just kind of stay on its own for the most part. Oh my God, doesn't this look so much better already? Ooh, I should have done this a long time ago. Oh my God, I love this piece. This piece is so long, it's gonna be beautiful just hanging over this pot. I hope this piece is one that survives. Put that right there. And then we're going to grab this last little piece, just stick it right there in the middle. And then I'm going to start filling it up with soil from kind of just right here. Just kind of right there in the middle. Just kind of mush it around. Make sure it's getting in there good. I don't want it to be compacted and super tight, but I do kind of want it to be because I want it to hold the plant in place so it doesn't pop out of the pot. All right, that looks good. And see how easy that soil went in there because it's such a loose, like really nice textured soil. Like I love this. I love this so much. It has a lot of good stuff for your plants in it. And it just poured right into the pot so easy. It went right through all the stems. Just gonna kind of shake it a little. Make sure it's getting in there. And, oh no. Okay, take two. And voila! Oh my gosh, look! That looks beautiful. This looks absolutely awesome. I should have done this a long time ago. Wow, you know what? If they sold this plant looking just like this for, how much was this? Probably $20. Do I have the label on the pot? I don't. I bet it was probably $19 what they normally are. I probably would have bought this looking like this. I think it looks really good. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited about this. Was that a good piece? No. Awesome. I think I saved pretty much all of the plant and it looks beautimous. Okay, here's one other shot of the plant. Ooh, it looks so good. This looks amazing. I love the plant going around the whole pot. I'm in love. I'm obsessed. This looks so freaking good. This is probably my best fixing crusty plants video I've ever done because the outcome, oh my God, it looks amazing. There's like a leaf floating around right there. It looks amazing. I think I put the camera back crooked, but I was just so excited about the plant. Anyway, hopefully when I do another episode of this Fixing Crusty Plant series and I go to check in with the previous plant, hopefully it has not dwindled down to this big. But even if it does, it's still really cool. It has a really fun growth habit. And I love lipstick plants a lot. And this one has taken my breath away. This is the best one that I've done so far. But anyway, that is it. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Fixing Crusty Plants. Let me know if you have any of these lipstick plants. If you found the variegated one, let me know if this has been your experience as well because I've purchased two and they all just rot. But I'm still happy with the outcome, although, you know, it's not as much as I was hoping to have left, but it's freaking gorgeous. I love it. All right, that's enough from me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I will see you later in another video. Goodbye.